Kareem described the killing of George Floyd as pulling a scab off an unhealed wound in our country. In our conversation, we discussed racism in America and how talks have led to walks, which he hopes turns into action. Kareem, thank you so much for taking the time. We're nearly 2 weeks into these nationwide protests. What emotions are you feeling right now?
Well, you know, I think I'm caught between hope and history. You know, what the United States is all about really gives us hope because it's supposed to be about one man, one vote, and everybody treated equally under the law. That's what our hope is. Our history has not exactly been like that. So, you know, we have to overcome that. We have to overcome the tendency to fall back into times when things weren't equitable. So we just have to pay attention to that and keep focus on the steps that we're going to take to move us forward.
Kareem, I want to ask you about an op-ed piece you recently wrote in the LA Times, and there's one quote that really stood out to me. When you wrote, "Racism in America is like dust in the air. It seems invisible, even if you're choking on it, until you let the sun in. Then you see it's everywhere. As long as we keep shining that light, we have a chance of cleaning it wherever it lands." Are you encouraged by how the light has been shining during this period of time?
You know what's really encouraged me? The fact that Americans of so varied backgrounds are all concerned about this and are all demonstrating. It's not a demonstration of one ethnic group or one area or one part of our country. It's all over the country and all over the world. And when you get a whole lot of marginalized groups and they all are being treated the same way, when they band together, they have a lot more power. And I think the demonstrations have that kind of power because they appeal to that broad spectrum of American people. What we've all figured out is that when one of us is not free, none of us are free. And we have to get to that point. So I think the demonstrations really are underlining that point, and you know, they're having an impact.
This has been an ongoing conversation from you for a long time now. How have you been able to remain on this path for such a long period of time?
Well, you know, the problem has remained. So as long as there's a problem, we have to deal with it. And it's really encouraging that so many people are saying, hey, you know, we've been dealing with this problem for too long. Let's do something about it. And, you know, I hope that sentiment continues to have its effect.
Your father and your grandfather were both police officers.
Yes.
What do you think they would think of all of this?
Well, I think that they would appreciate the position here. You know, if we don't have the support of police agencies, we won't be able to get anything done. The police have to understand that there's a problem. And I've seen in a number of cases across the country now, police chiefs and police commissioners are saying, yeah, there is room for improvement here. And of course there's room for improvement. When we get there, our nation will be a lot stronger because so many more people will have faith in what it's supposed to be about.
What is your advice for how we can best change as a society?
I've been telling people, just go out and make friends with somebody who doesn't look like you. You know, if you can do that, that's the issue here. You know, the distrust we have, the othering of our fellow citizens. We shouldn't be doing that. We need to find out the broad variety of American citizens and celebrate them and treat them with the respect that they deserve as citizens of our country.
Do you feel like the message is being heard?
I know it's being heard. I don't know how far it's going to be heard, but certainly it's being heard. You see all of the demonstrations across the country, across the world, Australia, Berlin, Hong Kong. It's amazing. And I think that is significant. People see a need for change, and maybe we've come to a point where we have the political will to do something about this, because this problem has lasted for a very long time. The history of America, you know, it's spotted. So, you know, we have to be careful and keep our eyes on the prize here and make sure we follow through in the right way.